People in the Northeast digging out this morning after a major winter storm this weekend.
The blizzard dumped more than 2 feet of snow in parts of Massachusetts and Long Island. It also caused flooding along the coast. At the peak of the storm, more than 100,000 people were without power in Massachusetts. This morning, though, the number is down to a few hundred. Meteorologist Scott Withers now live for us just outside Boston. Good morning, my friend. How'd you fare?
Yeah, it's been cold, and my outfit's pretty nice too, guys. I'll tell you, the big dig, it is underway all throughout New England. We hear when that blizzard went through, we got about 23.8 inches of snow here in Boston. Why that specific number? Well, it set a record for tied a record for one-day snowfalls here in this city, and that says a lot. The crews have been out nonstop, even during the blizzard, working to keep the roads clear and the cities open and operational.
The big dig out. Crews cleaning massive piles of snow out of Boston streets. On the side roads, residents digging out their cars.
Yeah, this one was particularly bad compared to other ones. Usually you can find spots for the snow and dig it out, but this one was up to my door handles when I started digging.
Had it ever been that bad before?
Not that I remember.
Just a day after a powerful blizzard blew through New England. Snowplows out in force from New Jersey through Maine, clearing out feet of snow from the massive nor'easter that blanketed the region. The storm spinning up the east coast, sending heavy bands of snow inland before heading out to sea. The snow falling up to 4 inches per hour, creating near whiteout conditions. 31 inches of snow falling in Stoughton, just south of Boston. On this time lapse, you can see bands of heavy snow clouding Boston Harbor. The blizzard conditions lasting all day. Visibility levels dropping to 1/4 of a mile or less, making the buildings in downtown Boston, like historic Faneuil Hall, hard to see. Hurricane-force wind gust, creating coastal flooding. 4 feet of ocean water rushing through neighborhoods. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust, pushing waves of water into the streets of Nantucket Island, flooding homes and businesses. Some residents paddling through town in a canoe. Those floodwaters freezing solid. It'll be days before it's warm enough for them to melt and the ocean water to recede. New York City streets covered in snow, more than 7 inches falling in Central Park, breaking a record for snow set there back in 1904. The snow creating travel problems throughout the Big Apple.
We have system-wide disruptions because in New York, similar to places like Chicago, we have elevated subway stations. And so, yes, we do have system-wide disruptions.
Airlines canceling more than 4,000 flights. Crews digging out baggage carts so flight operations could restart. Power crews ready to roll. At the height of the storm, the winds knocked out electricity to more than 125,000 customers, mostly in Massachusetts. Officials pleading with residents not to drive. Some that did, not making it far, getting stuck on highways. Tow trucks clearing cars out of the way in Boston so the plows can get the roads open. And while most people had the day off, the blizzard didn't stop this Rhode Island mailman from completing his rounds.
And that guy deserves a bonus. Here in Boston, people are actually heading to work. There's a school bus driving by right now over at Logan Airport, back to normal operations today. Dave, I got to tell you, as this area gets back to normal, we need to shift our focus to the Midwest and Texas. We've got a snow and ice storm moving into the region Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And remember last year, all those power outage issues in Texas. There's concerns about the electric grid holding up under the ice on Wednesday, just in time for Groundhog's Day.
Dave? They're used to it in Boston. They are not prepared for that in the sections of the country you mentioned. Scott Withers, great reporting for us in Boston. He'll have more on that storm hitting the center of the country later on. Thanks, Scott.